In my talk this morning, I first of all outlined various types of costs which we may encounter in hematological oncology or in cancer medicine in general. Not just drug prices, which are of course in the limelight, but other types of costs. For example, loss of productivity of a patient who is unemployed, loss of productivity from the point of view of an employer, costs like inpatient costs, outpatient costs, interventions, and the like. And it is important to realize that particularly in our field of hematological cancers, the problem is not just limited to the high costs of new cancer drugs these days. Secondly, I addressed the problem of how new drugs are being validated and evaluated before they are being put onto the market at a given high price. And I view a number of problems there. Many trials, for example, phase 3 trials, testing new drugs against current standards, employ, for example, progression-free survival and other such endpoints, which, however, do not really reflect the true clinical value of these drugs for an individual patient. And to put it quite simply, a new treatment, for all it costs, should either give the patient the chance to have a longer life, to add years to life, or it should provide a better quality of life, to add life to the years, or perhaps both, if it is feasible. Progression-free survival and other such endpoints, for example, very good partial remission in multiple myeloma, do not reflect the clinical well-being or the clinical toxicity of a particular patient. And I view this as a fundamental systematic problem in our literature, which absolutely needs to be corrected. Secondly, the lifespan of a patient under treatment is influenced by toxicity. This can be captured by collecting quality of life data prospectively as the trial treatment goes on. This is often neglected, and I personally think that, for example, quality adjusted life years would be a better measure of the true clinical value of a new drug than just the improvement of laboratory values. I quoted the US hematologist William Damashek, who actually said that hematologists have a problem in that they like numbers and they like to correct numbers, for example, on a blood film or blood counts, which does not really reflect of whether the patient is doing so much better or perhaps not. Finally, I also pointed out that, of course, a lot of money is being spent on administration, bureaucracy, and clinical trials are becoming ever more expensive because of a neurotic worries and neurotic desire to improve the safety and the safety catches in clinical trials, when I think in a pragmatic way, less could actually be more. And as a final slide, I showed a cartoon of a poor lady who is being told that she'll have to sell her home in order to be able to pay for her cancer drugs. And I think we should avoid that at all costs. Thank you very much.